Okay, Joe's out here playing on his bike. Now you do realize I already had that in high gear because I knew what I was doing earlier.
We had it high? I only did one.
You might have thought I might have already had it ready to go. Why is it in neutral?
How we got on top of this center?
That's nice.
Not where we want it?
I don't know. Are you on overlap stroke or are you on compression stroke?
Top.
Are you on compression stroke or overlap stroke?
Compression.
How do you know?
Piston's at the top.
That's not how you know.
I was thinking about that last night, how you know if it's overlap or not.
Well, one thing is you put it back in gear so you can turn the mode over. So the first thing I do is figure out, do you know the difference between overlap and compression?
No.
What do you think it means?
Well, it means that when you try to put on top of the center bolt, the push rods are level. They're not moving either one of them.
Why?
Because of the position of the cam.
Which one is that, compression stroke or overlap stroke?
I don't know how to tell the difference.
Well, which one do you think is which?
Right now, I think it's on compression.
What do you think compression stroke means?
The piston's coming up.
That means it might be ready to fire? The valves might be closed?
Yeah.
You think that might be what that means?
How do you still get if the valves are not closed, how do you still get the neutral position of the push
Okay.
rods? They're on the high end or what? Oh, it's for 4-stroke, huh?
Two revolutions make one motor run?
One? No.
So what do you think overlap means?
I think that means that the cam's on overlap.
What's that mean?
Valves are open.
Yep. How many?
2.
Yep, that's why it's overlap. Goes deep, doop, 1, 2. So when you're on overlap stroke, what happens?
I don't know. Well, you can't tell. You're not on top of that center.
This is at top dead center.
The piston's still on top?
Still goes up and down twice.
How do you tell if it's there or not?
Well, what were we doing last night I told you to do?
Watch the wheel.
Put your finger over the hole.
I did that. I had air coming up.
If you got compression, that means you're on compression stroke. If you don't have anything going up and down, that means you're on overlap stroke.
Yeah. It's on compression. No.
Feel compression? Or suction? I heard a suction. Is that a suction or a blow?
That's suction.
Suction means piston's going down. When the air comes out, piston's going up. When the air is going in, suction, it's going down.
Yeah.
So do you want to buy? You want to be at the bottom or you want to be at the top?
I just blew my thumb off the hole.
Okay. So what's that mean?
That means the piston's on compression.
That means you got positive air pressure. What do you call positive air pressure?
Compression.
Hey, you start to get it. Why we got compression?
Makes the thing fire.
Because the valves are closed.
Oh, yeah.
And why do we want to have the valves closed when you adjust them?
Because you want them both to be on the low side of the cam.
Why?
To get even adjustment.
Because that's the lowest point.
And cold.
And cold.
Still don't have.
Well, we're using a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, you moved the bike about a revolution right there. What happened?
I just felt the piston coming up.
And how fast was it moving when you did that? Because you're doing like 2 miles an hour there. Was it coming up fast?
It's still way at the bottom.
How can it be at the bottom? It's coming up.
I mean, just barely off the bottom. That don't take much, does it? 4 inches on the wheel?
Why don't you take the screwdriver out of that hole, put your finger over that hole, what do you feel?
Nothing.
What's that mean?
It's on overlap.
It means the valves are open, because you don't feel a damn thing. Why is the valves open?
It's on overlap.
Because you moved it 3 feet. You turn the motor over at least 1 full revolution, if not further.
Doesn't have to go a full revolution to get it off with the...
Back it up until you feel compression. Oh, how far did you go back? 2 feet.
Okay, so there.
Now you put the screwdriver in the hole. We went through this last night.
Remember, go backwards
remember 6 inches is all
Yeah,
it
I
took to
know.
turn the bike over?
But, I mean, like,
Here, you gotta clean the oil off your tire.
I think I need to go forward with the clutch in.
For what?
Forward with the clutch in.
I don't know why you were going backwards building compression.
Coming up.
Well, you're going backwards. How come it's coming up?
It's going to go backwards no matter what, with up or down.
Because you're filling compression. No, it's not. It's going to either go up or down. Why you take the screwdriver out of the hole for? Now where you at?
Going down.
Well, that means you went too far, didn't it?
Coming up.
Now you went down again.
Flat spot right there.
Now you actually went down a little bit, but that's all right. Right there. Now pull the clutch in. Move it forward.
Back up here on the oil rag.
Keep going. Okay, check your piston again. Because your clutch might be dragging.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go back 4 inches.
I don't know. Which way it's going? What's it doing?
It goes.
What are you doing? I don't see the screwdriver moving.
It's coming up right now. I think it's flat right there.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you put your finger over it and see if you got suction or compression there. You got something.
Suction.
Okay. Put the screwdriver back in. Why do you got suction?
Because this is going down.
There you go. Boy, you're getting smart
Valves
now.
are closed.
Valve's closed, that's true.
There's such a small, fine line between the up and down there.
Yeah, when you're moving 2 miles an hour, it goes quick, doesn't it? See, 2 inches makes a difference. He's using 8 inches. That's
about it right
going
there.
from here all the way over to here real quick. Okay, you happy there?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think so.
you think so? Don't
You
think.
may not be, but I am.
Don't think too hard. So, what's going on right now?
We're going to take the push rods out.
Those push rods should be loose. Are they loose?
Yep, that one is.
How about the other one next to it?
Can't really get to that one.
Right on the top up there, you can turn it.
Can't get it. Yeah,
It moves?
yeah.
Okay, how about the other two?
They should not.
Why not? You're a top dead center.
And that's only the back cylinder. Right?
Well, you
They're both tight.
well, you're close to top dead center on that one too.
But still, the valves are open still, right?
On the overlap stroke, both valves are open.
Both valves are open?
That's why it's tight.
So when one's on top and center, the other one's on overlap? Every time?
Unless you got a broken rod.
Or bent rod like that one up there at the dead.
No, bent rod won't do it. Bent rod still goes up and down. So if you adjust the valves on that stroke, what happens?
I would imagine they hit the piston because you're doing the valves open.
How's it going to hit the pistons?
I mean, the valve will hit the piston when you get done.
How's it going to do that? You're adjusting the valves.
Won't it be too long?
How's it being too long? You're adjusting the valves.
You wouldn't want to adjust them when you can't turn them anyway, would you?
You can adjust them. There's lots of adjustment in those push rods.
I don't know what would happen, Keenan.
Well, right now, those push rods are probably up about 80 to 100,000 right now.
They're tight.
If you make those zero, what happens?
You make what?
If you make those zero, what happens?
Could they be real short?
No,
No?
no.
To get zero out of one that's already got pressure on it?
What's going to happen?
To get that, you got to.
You're going to lose about 50 degrees of duration and probably 125,000 valve lift is what's going to happen.
It's not going to run.
And you know what happens when it goes around to the other stroke?
So it hits.
You're going to have 100,000 of valve lash, which is going to do what?
Hit the piston.
It's going to make some noise. Why would it hit the piston?
Oh, it's going to be loose then. It'll be,
How's it going to hit the piston when the push
it'll
rod's
be way
loose?
All right. What's all this oil out here?
I don't know. It's been getting worse every day I come back to the shop. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so now we got Joe's. What was that? What did we learn today, Joe?
How to put on top of
Tatro's
the
an
center.
asshole. That's what you learned. We already knew that. So you learn at the overlap and compression. And how many mile an hour do you move the bike to adjust the piston?
Very
location?
slow. Not like
Not 3 mile an hour.
No.
Oh.
It doesn't take much to make the stroke go around one time.
And that's because you're in high gear. If you're in low gear, it'd be even worse. Because you're only like.
That's what makes a difference when you're doing it.
Well, right now your overall gear ratio is probably 3.5, 4 to 1. If you're
So
in
it
low
doesn't matter
gear,
if you have it
if you're in low
fifth or
gear,
not.
it'd be like 12 to 1.
To really be turning fast.
It really turn over fast. That's why it's hard to turn over.
Hard, yeah. I'm gonna get another piece of carpet.
That was good.
That one's saturated, isn't it?
Did you see my floor in here? Were you saturating my floor?
No. Really, the whole way of carpet?
How you gonna clean that up?
Oh my God! Take the whole floor out, huh?
You think you're to get this floor up? You're
No, you
dreaming.
can't, right?
You're dreaming.
There's no edge nowhere. Get down there. And start there and work all the way.
Yeah. And by the time you got there, you'd be doing what? Did you notice the floor pooches up here in the middle a little bit? See how it pooches up in the middle?
Yeah. Why is that? Good heavy machinery
It's
on
because the walls are squeezing it in.
it. God damn! I can't believe it leaked that much.
That means it's under tension. Because right now we go from wall to wall. It goes all the way from over there.
So like pull
all
them
the
up
way
to
over
here
there.
and never get them back together.
Just like, see that one there? It goes all the way to the wall in the back, and it goes to about 6 inches from the door, or 4 inches from the door, whatever,
Yeah, 6, 5.
whatever that 2x6 is.
Yeah.
5 inches.
A little bit more.
There you go.
So if you pull them all up to there, you'd never get them back together probably, huh?
See those loops right there?
Yeah. Those interlock each one?
Those are on there. There's a tile on top of those loops, so how you can get the tile out?
I know how they work.
They're locked. That means you're going to have to live with that smell until that evaporates, which means it's going to stink in the shop for
vacuum
a
it
while.
out?
I don't have a vacuum. It goes down that little small hole.
Still gonna get enough piece of carpet for this one instead.
All right, Joe's having fun out here. Oh, you got a new towel, I see. I'd leave that right there.
That was from the night before then, the leak, huh?
So we need to pull the push rods out.
Okay.
And do not do what?
I don't know what.
Do not pull a lifter block out, because I want to spend another hour getting the lifter
Yeah,
out for you.
I won't.
Let me do it.
Could I use your little stool?
No, you can't use my stool. You'll break it. Okay, I'm going to go work on the lifter here.